All right, man. So in 2006, Boot Camp Clik puts out the album The Last Stand, and you're back in the fold, right? How did you get back with them and Ruck? How did that whole situation happen?
Well, Ruck went on tour in like 2000 and I don't know 4 or 5 or something like that, and he's like, you know what? I want to take my boy with me, and I went on tour with him overseas and all that, and niggas had been talking about, had been little light talks about working on a new Boot Camp album because it was already, I think niggas was clear that, I was already, like I said, niggas was clear. Everybody knew for sure that I didn't feel no way about them. My problem was a business problem that became personal. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it became just a strategy that I was trying to play. You know what I'm saying? I just strategic separation and all that. Niggas knew that, everybody was good and all that. So Ruck was like, fuck that, let's go on tour. Went on tour. And while we was out there, one day he was like, yo, I spoke to stealing them niggas back there. They started a few songs for the for a new Boot Camp album. You know what I'm saying? And he listened to them. Well, I don't know. He was like, yo, listen, I listened to some of the songs. They need us, B. We gotta go. He was like, they need us. He's like, I don't like them shits. We gotta go up.
I don't like them shits.
He was like, I don't like them shits. They need us, B. We gotta get back. We gotta get back, go get busy. I'm like, I ain't no doubt, God, let go no doubt. And it was that simple. When we got back, shit started, you know what I'm saying? They had already started some shit. You know what I'm saying? We started adding on.
So how did that feel for you to be back with your brothers at that time?
I want to say it felt good, but like I know if there was a certain there was a small amount of awkwardness, and it might have just been for me. You know what I mean? Because I overanalyze situations. I still do. You know what I mean?
That's what you get for being in your head so much.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was happy, you know what I'm saying? But I know I refrain from from using my rank or displaying it. Like I felt like in my heart, I felt like my rank wasn't my rank no more. Like I felt like I didn't have the right to 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 do or to make certain calls to,
You had to re-earn it, kind of.
Yeah, and nobody told me that. I just felt that way.
No, that's totally understandable though. From being away from the fold, now you come back. It's like everybody's starting to be cool again. You don't want to step on any toes or like make people feel a certain way, you know.
To this day, I don't among boot camp, like you're like, if you see the way I interact with boot camp, like I'm really it is what it is type of nigga. Like whatever y'all need me to do, I'll do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even I make suggestions, but I don't push nothing. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
You have any stories from the making of that album?
The Last Stand?
Yeah.
Hmm. Uh-huh. Still going. Yeah, The Last Stand. The Last Stand was I know, like I said, I know like I said, Drew, it was Drew who came up with the idea for us to do that formula on trading places. The Last Stand was an interesting album because it was like we was all already, we all were grown men and all doing a bunch of our own shit. So, a lot of it we wasn't all like I wasn't in the studio with the brothers. Like I remember one day I went in the studio and I was like, and I told Salute to Dan the Man, I was like, let me hear what they got. Let me hear what we got. And he was just running down songs for me. And I just went and added a verse here, ad-libs here, verses here. Let's go. All right, let me add some ad-libs on that. Add some ad-libs on that. Boom, like, all right, let me get a verse, like, and left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just me and the engineer in the studio that day. None of the brothers was dead. And I added my presence to about 4 songs that day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know, it was kind of disjointed in that way. Like, we wasn't all together. Like I said, Buck Tech had still started it while me and Ruck was overseas and shit. You know, we came back, added on shit like that. It was very because I love that album. It was very effective collaboration through, like, you know, for us to not be in the same room. Like, I think we did a great job. You know,
It's very efficient.
yeah.
So what was that big smile about when you said that you had stories and stuff like that?
For what?
For the album. When I asked you had any stories about this album, and you had this big old smile, you're like, yeah, I do. And
But I don't remember. I don't know. It might have just been a random smile, but
okay.
like they because it was like we was all grown. It wasn't nothing crazy happening and shit. Nothing too fun. It's another day's work and shit. Like, you know, like I went in the studio that day, did that shit. You know what I mean? Let me put that here. Put that up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all of the hoopla, all of the glam and glitz. We was all over the place making it, but we made it happen.
So in 2007, you guys put out the album Casualties of War, and this is like what, the leftover songs from the album, The Last Stand?
Absolutely.
Okay. And why did you guys want to do it that way instead of doing a double album?
I don't know. I mean, because I think those songs was left over because I don't think niggas liked them that much. I think they just grew on niggas. Lord, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, niggas was not with those songs. Like, Ruck used to diss that album.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was leftover. That's him that made up that saying you quoted right now. That the leftover, the last day leftovers. That quote that started with him.
Well, on the album, Rusty Juxx is on 2 songs. Would you say that this is when he started making the argument to be the 9th member of the Clik?
I don't know, cause I felt like I don't know. Like, what I want to say is Rusty been Boot Camp, right?
Right.
But I don't know. Like, I guess if you want to put it quick, I guess people probably looked at him as a member of Magnum Force and not of Boot Camp before, or whatever. And maybe that was true.
I mean, but he's like sprinkled throughout so many projects on you know.
Right. Like, Rusty got more work than the Representatives on Boot Camp projects, damn it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. To me, Rusty always been Boot Camp. Like this.
Because when I asked him that same question when I interviewed him, he was like, "Oh, I don't know." He wasn't sure.